Hey y'all. I wanted to make this video today as another way to think about practicing bends. We practice bends kind of chromatically sometimes. But a lot more often we play these different intervals on the harmonica that are not these chromatic half-step movements. And taking common melodies that you already recognize very well, it'll help you have the note in your head before you go to try and play that note. And I think that's really half the battle or more. Hearing the note so that when you go try to play the note, you already know if you're on pitch or not. If you don't have an ear for what note you're going to, it's going to be a lot harder. So I think that playing these songs like these Beatles songs, Happy Birthday, Mary Had a Little Lamb, will make it much easier to know, to hear in your ear what note am I going before I actually try to play it. I think another great exercise is getting on a piano or a guitar or a bass guitar or something. To check your pitch so that you're using your ear to know if you're in pitch or not rather than using your eyes with a guitar tuner. I think that these melodies are something you have with you all the time. You don't always have a piano with you. Before a show, before a jam, you can be warming up with these melodies to make sure that you've got that 3 half-step bend down at the pitch that you want. I'm going to put links to all of the songs from this video in the description of the video so that you can listen to the songs, really get them in your ear in case you don't already recognize a few of them. You may be asking, why does Bo have this GameChanger with him? It's because my other A harmonica is a custom harmonica that plays bends really, really easily, really well. It's not a fair comparison to a stock harmonica. So I chose to use my stock harmonica in A, since we probably all have an A harmonica. On that note, I would really consider buying a custom harmonica. You can buy just one. You don't need to buy a complete set. But they make it so easy to bend and so easy to play, and the tone is great. I have harmonicas from Richard Slay, from Andre Coelho in Portugal, from Corman in Eastern Europe. I've got two from Nate Kutchell, Quick Draw. Yeah, so stock harmonica, that's why I'm using this. There is another reason why. Some of these melodies would require an overblow, and you can just cheat the overblow really easily by using this button. For example, on White Christmas. If you can't play overblows or you don't have a GameChanger, that's totally fine. You don't need one. You can just kind of skip that note or finish the melody early after you've already hit the bend that you're trying to practice. The other thing that I can use this for bends practice, is for example, the 3 1/2 step bend is the same note as the 2 blow button. The 2 draw button. Right, so I can hear if I'm flat compared to that 2 draw button. And then adjust for pitch. So that's why I'm using this in this video. You do not need one, but I just wanted to explain why I'm using this real quick. Y'all, a little exercise you can do before you do these exercises, if you're having trouble with these exercises, the Shruti box. The Shruti box will play a single note. Well, it'll play a chord, actually, a power chord, I think. And it makes it really easy to hear the note that you're supposed to play, and then you play it. Another, and I have a video about that I will, I'll link to. Another thing you can do is you can take each note, each draw, holes 1 through 6, and bend it down slowly and bring it back up slowly, trying to play with an even tone and an even volume. I'll give it a shot here. That last 6 hole is not very good. I'll do that again. So this exercise, if it's really hard for you to do this, you can work on this more, get them really even, and that'll make it easier to hit each of these notes in isolation as part of a melody in these upcoming exercises. If you struggle with this, go ahead and do the following exercises, the bends in melody. This will make it easier if you keep struggling with those also. Mary Had a Little Lamb, the 3-hole whole step draw, whole step bend. You might want to use the 3-hole blow if you run out of air. Okay, White Christmas, starting on the 4-hole draw bend. I use the button here. You could do a 4-hole overblow or just skip that second to last note. And then you can do it on the 1-hole draw, 1-hole draw bend. All right, Greensleeves, common Christmas song. You'll recognize it once you hear it. Again, you can skip that button note. And you could keep going, play the whole song. There's a lot of bends in there for good practice. All right, guys, this one is awesome. It moves from the first note of the scale to the flat 5 to the 5. If you know anything about the blues scale, about blues, you know the flat 5 is very important. We're actually going to use a melody from a musical called West Side Story. The song is Maria. It has 3 notes. And this is a great melody to practice with because you can do it with so many different positions and different bends on the harmonica. So we'll start with a 1-hole blow. And I'll leave captions to show you what the rest of them are. I think that second to last one might have been a little bit flat on the 9-hole blow, and the reason I was able to hear that was because I heard that melody in so many other different positions and on different holes. Step bend. All right, another Beatles song, Yesterday. Mostly we're practicing the 2-hole step bend here, but there are other bends also in the rest of the melody. All right, guys, happy birthday. Actually, pretty difficult to play in 12th position because you're moving from the 3 half-step bend to the 3-whole step bend. What that is the first note of the scale, the second note of the scale, the first note of the scale, and then the 4th, and then the 3rd note of the scale. This is a half-step movement. It's difficult to do when moving between bends, but it's an important move that's common in melody, in lots of melodies, so this is a great thing to practice. Happy birthday. All right, y'all, the last one is pretty difficult. It's called For Elise, if I'm saying that right. It's a classical song that you have heard a million times. Starting on the 4-hole draw and going down to the 4-hole half-step bend. Something that's difficult about this is the same thing that's difficult in Happy Birthday, is that you have to play both the whole step bend on the 3-hole draw and the half step bend on the 3-hole draw. All right, you made it. Keep practicing these. I've been practicing these for 2 weeks since I got back from spa. Very excited about spa. Very excited about practicing my bends. Really working on technique, and have just gotten really obsessed with working on these. It takes a lot of practice. Do not expect to get these immediately, instantly, unless you've already practiced your bends a ton. So use the Shruti box, use the piano, use these melodies or melodies of your own that you like that use the bent notes so that your ear will automatically tell you if you're in tune or not. Thanks so much for watching. Smash that like and subscribe button. I'll be making more videos about harmonica. See you next time.